Okay, good day everybody. This is a demo for a game called The Crimson Maid. The description reads: as a secret celestial curse takes hold of his father, a young cleric finds himself entrapped by the charms of a strikingly beautiful maid. A period drama that combines romance and murder mystery with a dash of the supernatural. Okay, I've already pissed about in the settings. Let's do new game. Act 1, back home. Down? Do I click the down arrow? Oh. Oh no. Okay. Very stunning looking game, that's for sure. A few days ago. Hello, Froggy. Was that a toad? I don't know the difference. Birdie. Chirp, chirp, chirp.
Estranged for a couple of years, a young man rushes back to his childhood home. Dismayed by the news of his father losing his sight and inching closer to his demise, Marius, a priest in training, suspends his long studies at the seminary to be close in his final days to the man who taught him dignity and stoicness. Under the gloom of impending death, the eldest son of Honorable Leon Rosenthal can't conceive the encroaching events that his arrival will unfold, equally exhilarating and petrifying.
Act 2, welcome back.
The sight of the mansion made Marius realize he longed for the warm and peaceful days of his childhood, but his mood quickly succumbed. He did not leave home on the best of terms, and now he would have to face his family and the consequences of his departure.
Oh, I didn't expect it to be first person. I thought it was going to be a click and point. Oh my god, this sensitivity. 1 second. Okay, that'll have to do. Yeah, it's a very, very pretty looking game. I am going to have to mess about with the audio because even though speech is at 100% and the others are only at 80, couldn't really hear some of the words. Okay, Eve's trying to use an item. How are you, little fellow? Was it a rough trip? I'll move you somewhere more comfortable soon. Mr. Rosenthal, His Eminence has taken note of your plea to suspend your studies at our seminary until further notice. Considering your harrowing circumstances, he has approved your request. Furthermore, he wishes to express his support during these difficult times, as he wished that you return on the path to serve God as soon as possible. Okay. For it is only by his will that we preserve, and in his mercy only he can heal our souls. There is no greater honour awaiting you to be in his service than to be in his service. With compassion, Father Eremia. How do I get out of this? Oh, I have to push escape. That's awkward. Journal updated. Okay. Is this my father? Oh, stop pushing E. Hello, Father. Remus, is that you? No, Father, it's Marius. I'm home. Marius, my dear boy, welcome back. How are you faring, Father? What? How do I select it? I have to hit space, okay. Just fine, son. I'm well. My eyes have weakened, but nothing to worry about. You know me. Nothing gets me down. I have a family to keep together. Did you know my eldest son is going to be a priest? Such a good boy. I guess we are the eldest son. What's Mother been up to lately? Oh, my dear Katrina is around here. As usual, ever busy, always taking care of me. How's she put these past couple of years? What? How's she been these past couple of years? Fine, fine. But what do you ask? You've only been away for a few weeks. I've been at the seminary, Father. It's been more than 2 years. Ah, yes, I know, of course. I hear Remus is handling the business now. I'm glad you and Mum trusted him with such a responsibility. Remus, yes, he's still just a boy. He'll grow up, though, surely. Maybe when he's older, he'll take over the business. If only my Marius hadn't left home, God called upon him, you know. I could tell him a few things about the gods, if only he knew. It's right, Father. Just rest now. Yeah, talk to my brother Katrina and talk to... What? I got that completely ran the wrong way. Anyway, Dad always had a sweet tooth. Glad to see he's enjoying a treat despite his condition. Probably doesn't even know he has the condition. It's Father's writing, but it's some incoherent scribbles. I worry about him. He looks rather absent-minded. Fuck me, the sensitivity. Thing is, if I turn it down one more notch, it moves at a snail's pace. I mean, I do like my sensitivity high, but this is a joke. Anyway. Collectible found. The Rufusville family. After 2 years away, I'm now back. What? Thought we'd read this. Let's read it again anyway. It's a peculiar feeling. I've missed this place, but at the same time I feel uneasy here. Being here. As though I've been forced to return despite having said goodbye to it for good. I left thinking I'd only see my family again if they'd visit my parish. And yet, now I'm back. I suppose I should make the best of it. He's so confused. Father looks better than expected, but his mind is adrift. It's good seeing him, but he worries me. He kept mistaking me for Remus. Okay, I guess that's what we all looked like when we were younger. Oh, here we go. What's all this? Back home. It's been more than 2 years since I left home and to study at the seminary. I haven't left on the best of terms, so I haven't kept in touch with my parents or Remus, my brother. When a letter arrived from my mother, after all this time, I was rejoiced. In my heart, I'd hoped longing after her eldest son won her disapproval for. I apologise. My reading skills are abysmal, so I apologise. At least reading out loud. In my head, it's all fine. But alas, I was wrong. Father is ill. She informed me briefly he started losing his senses more than a year ago, his situation worsening with time. And now his sight has faded too. His doctor told me to prepare for the worst. She commanded me home. Be by my side, it's the least I could do, she wrote. She isn't wrong. He is the only one who understood, who supported me, who said goodbye when I left. I made preparations, I paused everything, and in the morning I'm driving home. It'll be a strange and sour reunion, but I have to be there for my father. How terrible to think that such a bright and noble man is nearing his end. What will we do without our pillar? Father taught us how to take pictures and paint over them. Why see reality in black and white when you can add some colour to it, he used to say. That's a clever idea. I'm sure it's not. I'm sure it's normal. I miss the old house, I used to play there a lot. Or watch the stars at night with Father. I should see how it's holding up later when I have a moment for myself. Yeah, I'm sure that's like a normal thing to like paint over a black and white. Excuse me. A black and white painting, but I've not heard of that before. Oh, hello. Father built his fountain as a gift to Mother for their silver wedding anniversary. It was a splendid beacon of their love, enchanting our lives with its dazzling spectacle of water and light. It's disheartening to seeing how it now in disarray. Yeah, I mean, that's quite a good idea, but as I say, if it's in disarray, then it's not the best gift, is it? Oh, what's this? Oh, it's one of these puzzle piece type situations. Can I just put it wherever I want? Oh, I can. Okay, so it's not too bad. We'll sort the deer out first. Nope, there. No, there. Possibly. There's an ear here. There is antler there. Okay, where is the other part of its body? Ah, there. Nope. There. Oh, hang on. That goes down there. Okay. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. That clearly goes there. What is not, these, this one and this one. There we go. What did I do that for? Mementos. I've missed these puzzle toys. We used to play with them all the time as children. Simple joys that I miss those times, brother. Okay. Because that's not a sliding puzzle, it's just a swap them puzzle. I don't mind doing those. If that was a sliding puzzle, I think I wouldn't bother doing those at all. Because, didn't get anything for doing them. Other than the gratification, which I can... This part, this leads to the greenhouse. Maybe I'll have some time to visit it later. Okay, so that must be our brother Remus. And that must be our mother, Cynthia? No. Sorry. Don't remember her name. Something we're going to see. It's not Cynthia. Corinthia? I don't know. Anyway, talk. Welcome home, Marius. Oh, that's Remus speaking. Do I do a voice for him? Welcome home, Marius. Thank you, Remus. It's good to see you. I trust you had a good journey. It was fine. How have you been, brother? I missed you. Oh, you know, I simply kept trying to fill the big void you left. More an accent than a voice, but anyway. How's our mother? The same as always. Is she well? How are things between you two? Got two wrong there, by the way. But anyway, just as I said, the same as always. What's happening with our father? He is ill, mostly likely dying. His mind has perished slowly these past couple of years, and his body is following. What should we do for him? I don't know. Why, be by his side, hold his hand when he takes his last breath. He suddenly missed you deeply, even with the shrouded mind he kept asking about you. I wish I'd known sooner how bleak things were. You would have if you'd bothered to visit us at least once since you left. You know how upset Mother was with my decision? I felt returning home would do more harm than good. My congratulations on your new position. I hear you're the new director of our stained glass factory. Don't mock me, brother. You've arrived far too short to start that. I was being quite sincere. I'm happy our parents trusted you. Yes, well, Father is too absent-minded for his opinion to matter. And Mother surely had her hidden reasons to appoint me. How do you feel being in charge? Forget our parents. Are you happy running things? When have I ever been allowed to be happy these past years? I do my best not to cause trouble. Try to cheer up, Remus. It seems to me like a good chance for you to prove your mettle. Maybe, or to confirm Mother I'm as worthless as she considered me. I don't think you should think so poorly of her, as I'm sure she doesn't think so of you. You were always her favourite, Marius. What would you know? I would have enjoyed having a cup of coffee with my brother. But it seems there's none left for me. Perhaps another time. Oh, okay. Okay, I just wondered if we could go in. Good day to you, Mother. Katrina! Welcome home, son. It's been too long. It has. It's good to see you. You look well. It seems you haven't aged a bit in these years. Hush, child. You know I don't take kindly to flattery. Keep your simpering to the clerics you've abandoned us for. I meant no disrespect, Mother. I miss all of you. As have we. Your presence here has more needed than you... What? It was more needed than you imagine. But now you're here. It'll have to do, but you're here now. Whatever. How is Father's health? His condition has worsened lately. His episodes of confusion started about a year ago. He forgets where he is or who he's talking to. A few months ago he started scribbling nonsense. He has moments when he just repeats the same word over and over. What of his sight? That's what worries me. It's why I summoned you. It started only 3 weeks ago. His visions became blurry. Then he couldn't read at all. Now he barely recognizes us. Couldn't it be caused by his confusion? Oh, good Dr. Philemon assured us these are new symptoms of his condition. Leon sometimes doesn't see the food on his plate. He trips often. Ouch. Oh, I accidentally hit the spacebar. Anyway, how are you doing, Mother? You look well, but you seem tense. What's troubled you? That's because things haven't been as easy since you left. I had no one to rely on. What? Yeah, no, that is what that says. My dependable son abandoned me. And you know how aloof your brother can be. As for your father, well, he hasn't been himself for a while now. My brother is all grown. I was happy to hear Remus is in charge of the stained glass factory now. Your brother wouldn't know how to manage a pup, let alone our workers. I just wanted him out of the way, so I can focus on not your father. That's disappointing to hear. I had hoped you'd become more cordial with each other. I loved the boy, as any mother would, but he couldn't do anything right. You could be kinder to him, supporting even. Don't you start too. I'll support him when he gets his senses together. What does the doctor say? What's the cause of our father's condition? How do we cure it? He thinks it's simply your father's old age. Dr. Philemon medicates Leon for his nerves and pain. So he only treats the symptoms, not the disease. Maybe we need a more qualified doctor. I assure you I found the best for your father. I wouldn't have brought anyone less competent. I have made my peace that we will lose him soon. You should too. The house holding up nicely? Of course it does. I make sure of it. Your father and I built it together. When we're gone, it will remain as our legacy. You've always been fond of this mansion. I have more reasons than you know for that. Spend time with father, okay. Mother seems as friendly as ever. After all this time, she still hasn't warmed to the idea of becoming a priest. To me becoming a priest. Okay. Spend time with father. Let's see how this goes, shall we? Can I get you something, father? Anything, father? I'm fine, my dear boy. Don't worry about me. Do you want me to help you move somewhere else or go inside? Not at all. This fresh air is good for me. I'd like to enjoy the sun's warmth some more. Are you sure I can't get you anything? Some water, maybe? Ah, the child will bring a cold cup of water to his frail father. What more could a man want in his old age? You're a good son, Remus. A good son. It's Marius, father. Marius? Goodness, when did you get home? It's just... never mind. Just a minute, I'll get you some fresh water. Find an empty cup. You mean like this one here? Lovely. Empty cup. Wow, this looks really fucking awesome. My garden looked like this, I'd be out there every day. I mean, this is obviously magnificent as well, but... where am I going to get water, do you think? The stinky old fountain. Nope, okay. Here? Needs bucket. Bucket? Where are you, bucket? Weren't you over here? Yes, bucket. Lovely. How do we know this water's fresh? We haven't been here in so long. Oh, and just noticed there's a few frame drops. Hopefully they were getting into the game and getting it started rather than as I was playing. I didn't notice, unfortunately. Cup of water. Bring cup of water. Bring father the water. Here you go, father. Fresh from the fountain. Thank you, dear boy. Check with mother. Okay. Can I assist you with anything, mother? I wonder what time it is. Seems a bit late in the afternoon. Please go fetch our maid. She must be in the old house. If not, look for her on the trail towards the cemetery. A moment. We have a maid? Since when? Since I couldn't keep doing everything on my own around here. She is the good girl, reliable. You treat her well, you hear? Of course, mother. Why would you even need to ask me that? Go on now. Go tell Irina she should start preparing dinner. It's getting late. Says it after everything you do. Interesting. There's still a little love lost between Remus and mother. She always nagged him too much, unfairly so. He seems... and he resents her for it. Sadly, he also blames me simply because she hasn't been as critical of me even when my misdeeds seemed worse. The seminary, I'm grateful... oh yeah, now that I spent some time with my family and got reacquainted, with the place I grew up in. I welcome a brisk walk. Let's meet the new maid, Irina. If I can get out of my... There you go. Why is it escape? So annoying. Was this the way to the old house? Oh, well, we're going this way. Act 3, a quiet stroll.
Marius did not find the elusive young maid in the old house, so he set out to look for her on the trail towards the family crypt. He welcomed the idea of a stroll through the woods, with the fresh mountain air to cool away the tension from the reunion with his family.
Okay. Look around for the young woman. A quiet stroll. The reunion with her family went both better than I expected and worse than I'd hoped. Father is not doing well. I have brother and mother resent me for leaving. I am relieved they all seem to accept me being back home. I'll get some fresh air and stretch my bones after a long drive. Pretty flowers. Maybe the piece to clear my head. Leave. Well, let's wait for the camera to pan around. Very nice. Right, leave. It's weird that some objects look out of place. Like, I know it's meant to be like glass and there's sunlight shining through it. But it just looks like it's off. And the same this particular plant. It's like the lighting's been upped for those particular items. You know what I mean? Look. Anyway. We're meant to be enjoying our stroll. Let's, the house I grew up in. Only now I realise how elegant, perhaps even opulent it was. Okay. Oh, that's not a bench. Oh, this is though. This is a good place for a prayer. Our Father who art in heaven, leave. Water isn't the best, but alright. I mean, look at all this. This looks marvellous, and then look at the water. It just sounds like I'm complaining about... Can we interact with that? No. Let's pretend we haven't seen her. La 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 la. This leads to the grave and crypt. I shall find some time later to pay my respects. Alright, okay. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Oh, where'd she go? Oh, I didn't turn around enough. Oh, okay. Oh, shit. Okay. Do you always sneak up on... Oh, hang on, this is... Oh, God, I've got to do another female voice. Do you always sneak up on... Oh, no, this... Do you always sneak... I can't do another female voice. Do you always sneak up on women as they bathe? No, I'm terribly sorry. It wasn't my intention to. Who are you exactly? What is your business here? Yes, I haven't introduced myself. I'm Marius Rosenthal. I came home from the seminary. Oh, that's got me all flustered, that has. Oh, of course, the master's son. It's a bit funny though. I thought priests were taught to be less voyeuristic. Again, I'm very sorry. I have no excuse. Will you please accept my apologies? I don't know yet. I'll have to keep an eye on you and make sure you behave. Would you tell me your name? I'm Ariana. Or Irina? Irina. I'm Irina. I'd say it's nice to meet you, and I'm sure it was for you, but of course I understand I have to find a way to make up for it. Otherwise I have a feeling I'll never hear the end of it. Well, you deserve a few more pokes, but I'll stop eventually. It always sounds like you're not as upset about me unintentionally seeing you naked as you are delighted for having a reason to tease me. Unintentionally, you say? Yes, I suppose one could unintentionally sneak behind me naked, delighting in the view, then trying to peek from the side too. It wasn't like that. I didn't sneak. I wasn't trying to. Oh, is that because I went the other way? Instead of... Maybe. I'm not sure. I'm pretty good at riling you up, am I not? Almost as good as you are at blushing. I deserve that, so Irina. What about your last name? Just Irina. The rest is not important. I'm pleased to meet you, all things considered. As am I. And grateful for your teasing instead of a scandal. They do teach us better at the seminary. Do they now? They mould you into good boys who always look at the floor and not into girls' eyes. Thank goodness those lessons don't seem to have rubbed off on you yet. You seem to have no issue looking at me in the eyes. What other areas? I am at the seminary. I learned how to better serve God. Of course, and was the experience all that you hoped for? It was in many ways. I loved the calm of the peace. How everyone seems to focus on being a better person and not getting themselves caught in a web of daily temptations. This sounds peaceful. Oh, excuse me. Maybe a bit too peaceful. How did you end up as a family's maid? I heard about the position from an acquaintance, and I spoke with your mother, offered my services. She was kind enough to accept. So here I am, and here I've always been. I've been ever since. You haven't left since you started working here? What about your family? I don't have a family, not in a real sense. And the closest things I have to loved ones are too far away from me to get to. No, I'm stuck here now. But I'm not complaining, your family is kind. Well, your father doesn't seem to like me very much. But I suspect that's because of whatever disease he has. How could life ever be too peaceful? I think it could. Always settling for peace might just be a fear of living. If you never allow yourself to fall into the temptation, how can you truly appreciate your existence? All the wonders God created for us, there within reach. Have you ever felt how sweet a cake is when fasting? Have you felt the merriness only wine can bring to an evening with your friends? Tasted the forbidden lips of someone else's lover? Basked your naked flesh in the sun right after making love with someone for the first time? I haven't, no, none of those things. Have you? How did you end up talking about such things? Oh, it's my fault. I tend to get too philosophical for my own sake. I'm sorry, just ignore what I said. I'm sure you're a good and decent young man. I'd like to think I am. Do you think less of me now? No, of course not. I'm just surprised. To hear such things of a woman as young as me. I just read a lot and imagine even more. Daydream myself from this secluded place. Meeting people, experiencing the wonders of life, of love. There is no one to love here. I could understand that, wanting to leave. To see more of the world than just this mountain crest. Maybe one day I too will leave this place. But for now, I have to look after your family. Mother speaks very kindly of you. She even warned me not to cause you any trouble. It's almost like she foresaw how naughty you could be, picking at naked women. I was not peeking. I was minding my own business, walking and clearing my head, when I was surprised by the sight of a very beautiful woman bathing. I reacted poorly, I admit. I lost my senses for a moment, but There was no ill intent. I think I think in your rush to justify yourself, not only have you finally admitted that you looked at me with not the most pious? I don't think I've ever seen that word, intentions. But you've also dropped a lovely compliment in there. Now, was that so difficult, admitting you enjoyed what you saw too much to look away? I'm having second thoughts about what this game is. I thought it was meant to be like a visual novel type situation, as I say, with like point and click. But it first surprised me with it being first person, and now this conversation... One second. Okay, it doesn't have any sort of NSFW tags on it or sexual content, so perhaps this is just a weird part of the game. I don't know. Anyway, I didn't want you to think I was some degenerate. I admit that for a moment too long, I could not stop looking at you. Yeah, you see, you're learning. A boy makes excuses, a man admits and takes responsibility for his actions. Aren't you as young or even younger than me to scold me? Not that you're not right. Well, I'm an old soul. Oh. Maybe she's a witch. Ooh. And don't worry about what happened. Does that mean I'm forgiven? To be honest, I think I might have bothered me. It might have bothered me more if you didn't look. That doesn't mean it was right to peek, so I can't promise I won't tease you again about it. But it's reassuring to know you couldn't just ignore me. I don't have much experience with women. I couldn't tell. But I have a feeling you're not like most. If only you knew, give it some time, perhaps you'll find out more. My mother requires your presence. She sent me to tell you to start preparing dinner. Of course, we'll leave as soon as you say, Master. Please don't call me that. Call me Marius. You do not work for me, so please act around me as you wouldn't any other person. But you're not any other person. So I can only act around you in a way that's specific to you? I don't quite know what that means. But please don't call me Master and try to feel at ease around me as much as you can. Understood, I won't call you Master unless you want me to. I won't. You never know. It's not that I'm not that kind of person. I don't care about status. Me either. But I don't think we're not thinking the same kind of person. I'm confused. Yeah, so am I. Don't worry, your handsome little head. You'll learn. Should we join the family in the mansion? We should, but as much as I appreciate your offer to walk back together, would you mind going ahead so I can finish dressing? I don't want your whole family to know how you surprised me while I was bathing. We can keep that between us. Yeah, let's. Okay, let's inspect this. Reminds me of Mum's pumpkin pie. I loved it, but Remus always complained about the smell. Yeah, pumpkins smell disgusting. Collectible found. First impressions. I met her. Lord, this was not the first impression I wanted to make, but seeing her in the water, I couldn't get a hold of myself and look away. I must make amends. Serena is a beautiful young woman, though hard to read and far more captivating than I ever imagined as a maid would be. I wonder how naive I came across to her. I somehow managed to redeem myself in front of her, although it felt more as if she guided me all the way, smiling and teasing. Okay. You can push tab as well, that's fine. Tab's a fine button to push. Oh. Shattered glass and broken heart. The Crimson Maid. Thanks for playing our demo. Don't forget to wishlist the game. In fact, I will do that now. There we go. Okay, so that was the Crimson Maid demo, at least. Yeah, let's have a look, see if it's got a release date. Oh god, the bloody thing's being awkward now. Fucking Steam. There we go. No, just 2024. Oh, that's the maid there with, okay. They do have a previous game I was looking at briefly, and it appears to be like a similar type of situation. So I think they're just staying in their like sort of genre of game type thing. And my point of bringing that up was there was no, again, NSFW or... So I think this is just a normal mystery. It's just that this one surrounds... I imagine she is going to be a witch or something like that. That's my opinion anyway. What's the other one that is in the water, like a mermaid? A succubus? That's not right, although a succubus will work as well. A siren. Maybe she's a siren. Anyway, yeah, I quite enjoyed this. As I say, I put it in my wish list. I'll probably wait till it goes on sale if I'm being honest, because that's just the sort of, yeah, that's the sort of person I am. I tend to only buy stuff that's on sale. Anyway, yeah, this was interesting. I do like the story. I do hope that they add voice acting, but I haven't checked out their previous game, so I don't know if that is going to be the case or not. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this. Have a good day, everyone. Hopefully speak to you soon. Bye.